Let's have a look at layered architecture. So as you can see here, I have three different namespaces. One called the models. This will be used for data classes. Then I've got services, which is used for business logic. Then I've got controllers. This is for managing the flow. So how do they look in practice? This is what the layered structure looks like. So this is your main program. You've got the main method. And as you can see, we're using a namespace called controllers. So controller is basically what's going to control your entire program. So here we're going to get a new instance of a controller. And what is the controller? That's basically a class. And then using the controller, we can create a task, pass it parameters, and then we can use show tasks, we can complete a task, and so on. So if we look at the controllers class, this is what it looks like. Notice that it's using services. So if we go back to our notes, what is service for? So if you look at it's for the business logic. So we're looking at a controller, which is managing the flow of the program. So if we have a look at this, what the controller does is it initiates a new service, which is called the task service, and we're creating a new instance of it. And this is the variable we're using. And using the underscore service here, we can add a task. And notice when we use the create task, it got passed a string. So if we have a look at that, create task is over here. It got passed the following string. This string is going to be used here, and then it will be passed further down to add task. And then this is what the controller does. It writes an output to say an item has been added. This is what the show tasks does. So it basically gets all tasks because it's using the service here, and then it's going to loop through and print out all the items within the task. And completing a task just takes in an ID, and then complete task is initiated by the service. So let's have a look at the service. So what is the service? So the service actually is for all business logics. So this is what the service class looks like. So as you can see, we're using models here, and then we're creating an instance of the model class, and this is what the model class looks like. So it just has task, and then it has the following public properties. This is where the business logic sits. So add a task will do the following. So it will create a new task. It will increase the tasks.count, and then it will add a title and mark this as completed as false, and then it will add it to the list over here. And this is what the get for tasks does, and this is what the complete task does. So all the business logic as per a note sits within the service layer, and the controller is just to control the flow of the program, and models actually hold the class that actually defines the object. So as you can see here, this is our complete program. So you have everything being initiated within here, and all it's doing is just initiating the controller. Controller then is responsible for calling the service, and the service actually manages all the business logic, but it uses the models here, and the model is basically the class which holds the properties of the data item that you're looking at.